I 25 male matched with a woman 24 female who later told me she has a cognitive disability. I never had a girlfriend before, so when I matched with this woman, I was honestly very excited. We have so many things in common and have been talking about our futures, dreams, everything. It's been really amazing. At first, she said I could only meet her when her parents were home, which felt a little weird, but I went with it. She sent me numerous voice messages where she was crying because she was so happy, and honestly, that made me feel really special. But then, she opened up and told me she has a cognitive disability. Looking back, some of the grammar mistakes, or when she didn't understand my jokes make sense now, I thought she was just nervous. I really like her, but the thing is, she can't have a job or drive because of her condition. I'm scared that I might end up being the one who makes all the big decisions and responsibilities if we ever become serious. I also feel really bad thinking about breaking up with her because she seems so genuinely happy with me, and honestly, I'll probably cry when it happens. I don't want to hurt her, but I also want to be realistic about what this means for both of us. Has anyone been in a similar situation? How do you navigate a relationship like this without feeling overwhelmed or guilty? I really care about her, but I'm conflicted and not sure what to do.
I don't think my boyfriend loves me anymore. My BF 23 male and I 22 female have been together for 4 years. Everything was great until the last year. He never really spends time with me. We work opposite schedules, so we don't see each other much, but we usually have at least 3 opportunities a week to actually talk and see each other. During those 3 days, he sits on his computer like he does every other day, for 6 to 10 hours a day, and plays games with his friends. I have cried and begged him to hang out with me, and he doesn't. He's not romantic like he used to be, never initiates intimacy, and watches so much porn, and more recently, cheating porn. He says he loves me, but never shows it. Gives a major attitude when I ask him to help around the house, and never does anything to make my life easier. I don't know what to do. I love him so much, but I can't help but feel he really doesn't love me anymore. Boyfriend, 22 male, is starting to make me, 20 female, feel insecure about my hair. I have long, dark red, dyed hair, which I started dyeing less than a year ago. Around the time me and my boyfriend met, my boyfriend has a thing for short-haired women, especially in natural shades, and there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is that he is constantly reminding me of how good I would look with short hair, shows me images of short-haired women, and tells me I would look beautiful with that haircut. Acts super fascinated when my dye fades out even slightly, looks at old pictures of me with short hair, and doesn't shy away from telling me I should cut it like that again. He also knows I used to hate this haircut on myself, and I went through a very hard time trying to grow it out. I understand he's not doing this with ill intention, and it's just a silly fantasy. But sometimes I wish he would tell me how he likes my hair now. I love my hair, and it makes me feel super confident. I get a lot of compliments on it, and I take super good care of it. But very often, because of the constant reminding, I feel like I can't fully fulfill him. What hurts me the most is the fact that I actually think he's perfect aesthetically wise. He's a very handsome man, like objectively really attractive. So even if I didn't love him, I still wouldn't have a preference for anything other than what he already has. Am I being immature for feeling like I'm not enough for him?
I, 24 female. Think I destroyed the relationship with my boyfriend, 24 male. Me and my boyfriend know each other since school. We always liked each other. And we're in the same group of friends. But our relationship started 15 years ago. I love him very deeply, and I'm sure he loves me too. I love being together with him. We share the same interests and have the same humor. We live together in a small flat and everything seems good. But I think now I destroyed everything. 2 days ago he went visiting his mother, like he always does every now and then. And whenever he comes back he tells me about the mean and rude things she said to him. She was always like that. I remember when we were younger, he spent as much time as he could at his friends. Whenever he was bad at school, she told him how dumb he was and other very, very mean things you should not say to your child. Sometimes she told him she should have never gotten him. He doesn't know his father. So 2 days ago it was like always. He visited her and came back and told me how she called him lazy and how he would never achieve anything in life and more mean things. He looked so sad and suddenly I got so angry. Normally I am a very calm person. I always comfort him when he feels bad. But not this time. Something snapped and I started getting so angry. I start telling him how much I hated his mother. And I said very mean things about her. I told him mean situations I remembered from his childhood. I told him how I think he should never see her again. I started yelling how he should break up contact with her. What a bad mother and person she was. And he was just staring at me. And suddenly he left. I started crying and tried to call him a few minutes later, but he didn't answer his phone. I wrote him how much I love him and asked if he could come back to talk. He just wrote no. I thought it would be the best to give him some time, so I didn't call or write. Yesterday I told the situation a good friend of mine, and she drove past his mother's house and saw his car there. I feel so bad now. I think by saying all these mean things about his mother made him somehow feel guilty, and now he is spending time with her. I don't understand it, and I really don't know what to do. We haven't talked since. I don't know if I should call him or wait until he calls. I feel like I destroyed everything. 27 female dating 38 male for 5 months. I really like him, but his excessive social media posting is starting to give me the ick. My boyfriend posts a lot on social media. We've been dating for about 5 months, and I really like him. He's kind, thoughtful, and I love spending time with him in person. But he's on Instagram and TikTok every single day, sometimes posting 5 or 6 times a day. He puts real effort into it too. Editing, transitions, posing, all of it. What makes it feel a bit strange is that he's actually very shy and socially anxious in real life. So his online persona feels like a totally different version of him. And it's not like he has a big following. He has less than 200 followers on Instagram, but nearly 10,000 posts. I'm not trying to be judgmental, And this isn't a deal breaker or anything. I genuinely care about him. But I can't lie, it's starting to give me a bit of an ick. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But I keep wondering if anyone else would feel weird about this too. Is this kind of social media behavior something I should take seriously as a red flag? Or is it just a personal preference issue I need to work through? How would you approach it in a relationship where everything else feels good?
My girlfriend revealed to me she has a hidden folder with photos of her past lovers on her phone. My girlfriend, 26 female, and I, 29 male, have been together for 3 months, and we met 6 months ago. We have fallen for each other really hard and we love each other very much, so we knew from after first 2 to 3 dates that this is the real deal. We started to love each other very much really early but kept from saying it until we got officially together. We both knew and felt that about each other. This is my 3rd relationship. My 2 past relationships lasted both 35 years, and I've never felt this much in love before. And she loves me perhaps even more. She hasn't been in a relationship ever, but she has had a bunch of sexual partners before me. Throughout our relationship, when we have talked about our past partners, I have been very reserved about details unless she specifically asks. While she has, most of the times by accident, revealed quite explicit details, which always have made me feel bad. Because I've fallen for her hard, and obviously you don't want to hear what sexual things she did with others, in greater detail that is. Anyways, today I re-registered on Facebook and I mentioned that the Facebook friend suggestion algorithm had old buddies, my parents' friends, but also my exes and some past lovers. She is very curious and doesn't get jealous and wanted to see how the 2 latter categories looked. So I showed her after really reassuring that she wanted to. After that I asked if she still has chats and screenshots of her past conversation with her lovers, FWB, aunts, Tinder profiles, etc., to which she said she cleared most of all but is not sure. Then she revealed that she has a hidden folder on her iPhone with images of the faces of almost all the people she has slept with, which is in the range of 25 to 30. She also said that she kept a list in her notes of their names, age, what they were like and so on, that she recently deleted. She said she and her friend did that as a fun thing to keep track of who they have slept with and to not lose track. I'm a bit stunned, which I told her, that she have for so long wanted to have a serious relationship, fell hard for me and I'm everything she ever wanted and so on, yet she has kept photos of people she slept with all this time. And a list with names for some reason, to which I also happen to know in detail what she did and how it went down in with a couple of them, because she has bad sense of knowing what shouldn't be said. I have photos of my exes on a hard drive for memory's sake, but I wouldn't have photos of my previous sexual partners. I told her I expect her not to have those kind of photos of past sexual partners if she wants to build something serious with me. But I also asked if any of them was any significant to her, to which she only mentioned one of them and why. I don't want to come across as a controlling asshole that forces her to delete them, but I also feel bad for her having them, like some kind of fond memories thing, in a hidden folder as well. What are people's thoughts about this?